Hi, this is Leigh Ambergy, stampwithleigh.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mentor, Ohio, and thank you for joining me today. This is the card I'm featuring today. It's very easy, very basic, a very simple layout. It's just in stamping and some embellishments. And this stamp set, the Just Because, is from the Blooming Phrases, and that is part of the May release for the online exclusives. So just in case you're trying to say, where is that in the catalog? I don't see it. I can't find it. It is online only. So this card, yeah, it's very basic and very simple. And the colors I used for this, the base is Summer Splash, and so is this section. And then I used Melon Mambo and Pumpkin Pie. And I just thought, gosh, those colors together just look so fresh and so summery. Even though here in Northeast Ohio, today we're at a balmy 51 degrees and I think 14-mile-an-hour wind. So it feels like a nice fall day instead of a nice end of spring, or yeah, mid-spring. Summer's not till June, spring day. Yeah, we're the complete opposite. However, when I went to pull embellishments, because I wanted something here, I pulled out my, I don't have my listing, these. And I'm like, oh gosh, these are going to work great with this. It's the exact same colors. These are discontinued. They're no longer available. They were on the last chance listing, and they are gone. They're very pretty. I will keep them, and I will use them on my own personal cards. So for the video, I'm like, oh crap, Leigh, what are you going to do now? So I just changed up my colors. So I have Petunia Pop, and still my Summer Splash, and Peach Pie. So these are all of our in colors, 20, 24, 26 in colors. So I have got still my Summer Splash card base, and this is just 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to attempt to fold this in the center. This one end isn't wanting to line up. Oh, and I'm going to burnish that fold with the bone folder. And all of the supplies used, all of the measurements, this is just very basic. Measurements is, did I do that? Yeah, that is 4. I think that is 4. I'm looking up here at my directions, and I'm like, that's not 3 7/8, and I'm looking at the wrong place. So yeah, 5.5 by 8.5 for the card base, 4 by 5 1/4 for this panel. My strips are 3/4 by 5 1/8, and I've already stamped them. I stamped with Memento black ink, and let me just get some adhesive on to these, and I'm just putting a strip down. Trying to put a strip of adhesive down. There we go. This one didn't want to work too well, so I'm going to have to just, every now and then my tape runner will decide it's not going to work right. It's kind of like me. Some days I just don't kind of work right. So let's see. I'm going to start here, and you know what? I am going to just add a piece of paper tape. I'm using the grid lines on my glass mat. You can use it with your grid paper. But I'm going to hopefully get this to help me get this lined up. And I'm going to kind of go in the same order. Again, using my grid marks. And if you've noticed, I'm not really pressing these down because I want to see if I like that spacing. So I started with the top and the bottom, and then fill in with my center. Now I'm going to press everything down. So yeah, so usually you're pretty good until you press it down. Also, if you use liquid adhesive, it will give you some wiggle room so that you can still maneuver. Just little tips and on how to make things work, hopefully a little bit better for you, easier for you. And again, what works for one person, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for someone else. Just you do you and do what works for you. So since these embellishments are retired, well, yeah, completely retired, discontinued, I pulled out to use these colors because I had the 20, 24, 26 in color flat pearls. So I'm going to use those on this card. So that's why I picked the colors that I did for this. I just still love that combination. And I can't believe when I pulled, went looking through my embellishments that I actually had gems that color. I did not do that. I did not look at my embellishments first and then pull paper. I just pulled my paper because I loved those colors. It just screamed summertime fun to me. So there we go. That's it. Very basic, very easy card. I love this greeting just because. You know, send a card just because you're thinking of someone or just because you want to brighten up their day. So here we go. So simple, so easy. Make sure you check out my blog post. Like I said, dimensions for all the measurements will be on there and a complete listing of the products. And if you have any questions about Stampin' Up or about any of my projects, just please reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help. Have a wonderful day. Bye.